Hello guys, what is up everyone? I'm Infert. Welcome back to my channel. So recently I asked you guys how does Sins feel on this patch, and surprisingly there are a lot of you still confused on how to play him. So today I want to share how me personally play Sins with the new items. It's been almost a month since the new AP items was released and the meta is slowly shaping up. I've seen some tier lists from various content creators like DB and Stuart. A lot of them is putting Sins quite low on the Baron lane, even below Teemo, which is an insult by itself. That's how far we have fallen, to be less than a Teemo. To be fair, it's not more of him being weak, it's just the most of the Baron matchups are borderline unplayable for Sins on high elo. He's pretty thriving on mid lane though. Since it's S tier on mid lane is what these tier lists have told me. But I mostly play him Baron lane, and the other top Sins players on my server are also playing him top, so I will base this guide video on him being a Baron laner. So without further delay, let's get into it. Since there's a lot of build combinations for Sins, I will narrow it down into two types of Sins, AP carry and Enchanter tank. These two types of Sins plays the same. You basically just run around, fling their carries and dishing out damage. The only difference is how much damage you will deal. AP carry focus on dealing big damage for your team with items like Riftmaker and Liandry, while Enchanter tank builds Imperial Mandate and, yeah, as the name, enchants your team. AP carry build is the most popular one for Sins on this patch. I've looked at the top 20 Sins currently, and 90% of them is building Rylais into Riftmaker. So the first thing you want to do on this build is to rush Rylais. This item is essential for Sins. Unlike most champions, Sins Poison is a constant DOT, so he benefits from the slow much greater English. Now the next item is the tricky one. You go either Riftmaker or Liandry. Riftmaker is my default one, but there are other times where going Liandry second is the better option. I've tested with all the possible Rylai combination, and Liandry will outdamage Riftmaker if your enemy build HP items, so it's not always the case. But yeah, most of the time you can go Riftmaker and call it a day, no problem. We will use Riftmaker on this one. So there you have it, your core items, Rylai and Riftmaker or Liandry. These two are the backbone of your build. You can fill the rest with other items based on the game, on the matchup. Usually you go boots, 2 tank items for sustain, and last item can be flexed into anything. Most of the time it's for anti-heal like Oblivion Orb, but I personally think Oblivion Orb is overrated if there's no true healer, so I will go other AP items like Liandry if I build Riftmaker earlier, or Riftmaker if I build Liandry. As for the runes, Conqueror is the more popular one. I'm also using it, but if you're not confident with Sins being squishy, you can go Aftershock instead. This build can constantly get you kills if you know when to go all in. Another tip from me is to not rely heavily on the Riftmaker Omnivam. I mean, the Vam is pretty good and massive, but if I'm being real, it's only good if you want to heal from jungle monster or minion waves. You don't want to go all in into a team fight and expect yourself to be full HP all the time. And now for the second build, it's the more less popular build, the Enchanter tank. This build focuses on enabling your teammates' abilities by buffing them with Mandate, Weakness runes, and other support stuff like Fun of Life, Abyssal Mass, those kind of stuff. The reason this is less popular is because it's a more team dependent build, so it's like playing jungle Sins. Your success on this will be based on your team knowing how to play around you. The core item for this build is Imperial Mandate. The item works like Fun of Life. You deal damage to champions, you give marks to them. This mark can be detonated by your allies and it will grant you bonus magic damage and movement speed. You can mark them if they are immobilized or slowed, which is why you need to build Rylais first. After you build those two core items, it's the same stuff. You can go boots, 2 sustain, plus 1 last item. But I personally go 3 IB item for this build, so I will go Riftmaker after going Mandate. but it's all personal preference though. As for the runes, I usually go Aftershock for sustain, but there's some crazy Sins player I've seen on the top leaderboard. They're playing him support with Form of Life and AoE, so yeah, anything works for the Keystone basically. But I do recommend going Weakness as the second rune, because if you want to focus on enchanting your team, you might as well fully optimize it. Going Weakness will grant your teammates extra 5% damage with your Rylais proc. So yeah, it is a good rune if you want to build Mandate. So there you have it. I hope I make myself clear with this guide. I'm not a native English speaker, so let me know if you're confused or anything. Leave some questions in the comments or join my Discord. I'll leave the link in the description. I will show you this Mandate build match against Set. As always, I'm going to coin flip my level 2 power spike, hopefully get a kill. Even if I'm getting a kill, I'm still gonna play passive and scale because he's only good at level 2. Oh, also found a new interesting way for boots enhancements. I will go teleport in this game and swap it out at late game into Glorious. Sometimes Proto Belt on my games. This way I can have a consistent farm and teamfight participation, so you don't have to stick with the teleport until the late game. Probably you can use it 1 or 2 times, maybe 3, before you can swap it out for a big fight at the late game. So yeah, just a little neat trick I'm using right now. As always, stay classy, enjoy the gameplay. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
First blood. You have slain an enemy.
To shake or not to shake. On my way. I hear you.
Ally slain. Ally slain.
Mix, swirl, mix. It's nearly time. To shake or not to shake. To shake or not to shake.
Ally slain. Your team has slain the Rift Herald. The enemy team has slain the dragon. Been slain. Ally slain.
To shake or
Enemy
not to
double
shake.
kill. Enemy killing spree.
Mix.
Middle turret is under attack. Enemy slain.
It's nearly time.
Enemy slain. Enemy slain. Shut down. Double kill. Triple kill. Rampage. Ally slain.
Mix, swirl, mix. One to shake. I hear you. On my way. It's nearly time.
Middle turret is under attack. Ally slain. Double kill. Enemy slain.
I hear you.
Triple kill. Killing spree. Quadra kill. Rampage. Shut down. Your team has slain the dragon.
On my way.
Ally slain. Shut down.
To shake.
Middle tower is under attack. Ally slain. Ally slain. Enemy double kill. Enemy killing spree. Shut down. The enemy team has slain Baron Nashor. Enemy slain. Double kill. Enemy slain. Shut down.
Swirl, mix. To shake, or not to shake. To shake, or not to shake. Mix, mix.
Enemy turret destroyed.
Mix, mix, swirl, mix.
Your team has slain the dragon. Slain. Killing spree. Enemy slain. Triple kill. Killing spree. Top turret is under attack.
Mix, mix, swirl, mix.
Top turret is under attack. Turret lost. Bottom turret is under attack.
To shake or not to shake? Mix, mix, swirl, mix. I hear you.
Enemy slain. Your team has slain Baron Nashor.
Shake or not to shake? To shake or not to shake?
Your team has slain the Elder Dragon. Enemy turret destroyed. Double kill. Enemy turret destroyed. Rampage. Enemy slain. You have slain an enemy.